a guy who can play off the bench at the same time. So we've talked about him, but it was in a number of different contexts. Late here in the trading deadline, as of today, it developed that there was a possibility of moving Sean Chacon for him. Earlier in the day, I talked to Sidney Ponsone's agent, and Sidney was amenable to going to the bullpen, obviously to make room for Corey Lytle. So when this developed, it kind of made sense, and we felt there was a lot of value here in continuing to pursue this, and the money was a wash for each player, so there wasn't an issue there, and so I just think that it kind of made sense for both players.
Good trade. I mean, it's amazing how Chacon, who pitched Game 4 of the postseason last year against the Angels and was so good, he just never really, he basically woke up, never got it back together. Wilson's a useful player. Now, he can't. I don't know where he's going to... Now, where do you... If all these guys come back, the only thing I would say is, where's Wilson going to get a chance to play? I mean, you get Sheffield back, and Matsui back, and with Giambi, and with Bernie. Well, where's Wilson going to get a chance to play?
Well, that's an if. Those are all ifs right now. I mean, it's if, and that's a speculative part. If Matsui comes back and Chef comes back, you're talking around September 1st. I think around September, somewhere... Close late August for Matsui to September 1 is realistic, and mid-September is more realistic for Chef. And based on doctor reports, now both players are working extremely hard to push that time frame up, and that's certainly possible. But we're going to have to play it out, and see how that's going to, be. If both guys obviously come back, we'll have room. We'll find room. There's no doubt about it. But in terms of counting on them, we can't approach it that way and count on them because the time frame is just so short. And as we approach the final 2 months, there's only 4 playoff spots in the American League, and we're doing everything obviously we can to try to secure one of those. And the competition is fierce. I mean, it's the bottom line. And when we approach this thing this winter, going in from this winter into this spring, we expected to have a couple of these big guns for us, and they all went down with major injuries. So we pieced it together for a long period of time. But every week you look at the offensive output of this club and watch a number of key categories start to deteriorate where we were high in the very beginning of the year, but each week we were declining, whether it was walks, non-base percentage, and strikeouts were getting higher and stuff because the back of our lineup was obviously not the normal guys that we were expecting, and our pitching has been better than we expected, to be honest, given this point. And so we just felt, do you want to continue that way or weigh the choices that were in front of us? And we just felt that there was a lot of value in the choices here to go forward if they made sense, and obviously that's what we wanted to do.
Well, let's talk about Lytle for a second. You can't be serious that you would not have made this Abreu trade if Lytle was not in it. You just said that to make Lytle feel good, I hope, right?
No, absolutely not.
Lytle's not any good, Brian.
Well, you're also the same guy, Chris, to call you on it. You're the one that said Wong wasn't very good a couple years ago. Just a few months ago, you said Wong said he's the Brandon Webb of the American League, and you jumped on me.
But I also...
Let me ask you this real quick. Where's Wong now? What do you think of Wong now?
Wong's a good pitcher. He's not great. He's a good pitcher. Not a great pitcher. He's a good pitcher.
But you thought Wong was the back of a rotation guy, and
he's done a good job. I agree.
He's been great. He's the Brandon Webb of our league.
But I also said Mel Rojas and Hernando Benitez and Sean Estes, and I've given a million pitchers to that way too.
I can't let you sit here and tell me that this guy's good.
Well, hold on. I say, how about Jerry Wright and Carl Farnsworth? How do they do with those two?
Farnsworth is pretty dominant right now.
Oh, come on. You can't.
Chris, take a look. Come on, please don't embarrass yourself. Take a look at what the man's been doing here in the second half. I said give him time. Look at his numbers.
Again, have you ever seen Farnsworth get a big out in a big spot in your life?
I saw him convert 16 saves for the Atlanta Braves last year.
And how about
all 16?
And how about
in a playoff run?
Well, how about Game 4? Did you see that?
You want to pick out small samples?
You got to. That's what baseball's about.
Well, then you hang Mariano Rivera for a home run against.
No, because he's got 4 rings. Farnsworth doesn't have a thing.
Well, maybe he's not on the right team.
Well, how about Jared Wright? How's that $22 million deal worked out for 3 years? I told you not to sign him. How'd that work out? You can't be happy with Jared Wright. There's no way. You there?
Yeah, I'm there. I'm biting my tongue because you're irritating the heck out of me, Chris. I don't think it's very good for you personally to be trashing players of the New York Yankees. You tell me that Corey Lytle's not very good. He hasn't even pitched a game here yet.
He's not. Come on, I saw him with the Phillies. He's not a good pitcher. What's his ERA? Was he 8-7? The 5 ERA?
No, I guess we'll have to see what we see, Chris. Whenever you decide to come on over and run this club, or maybe
I'm not.
But it's not professional. I don't know. It's not professional. That's the bottom line. No, I'm not going to sit here and go on your show. I love you. We're friends for the audience. Chris and I are friends, but also at the same time, I don't need to put up when I have people telling me I'm kind enough, and I'll go on your show all week, and I'll take it. There's no doubt I'll take it, but I'm not going to put up with you downplaying any of our players. These guys I'm going to go to war with because they're going to war for us.
I mentioned that you said you wouldn't have made the trade without Corey Lytle.
It's true. I heard you told somebody that I was lying. I'm not lying. Corey Lytle hopefully will have a big impact on this club going forward the rest of the way. The bottom line is he's a Yankee, and I'm not going to sit here and listen. You tell me he's not a good pitcher. He hasn't even pitched a day in this ballpark yet this year.
Hey, look at his career.
Look at his career. Look what he does in the second half, the whole career. Look at what he does in the second half of his every single season he's been in the big leagues. Look what he does.
Okay, so you're high on Corey Lytle. Now, are we going to ask Corey Lytle about what he said about Barry Bonds? About the steroids and he got big fat head and all those kinds of things?
Did I ask him about that? Well, I'm asking him to come in here and be a part of this team and help us win. That's all I'm asking.
Okay. The Yankees, well, we'll get off it because I don't want to lose you as an interview here. And I don't want to get people upset. Yankee fans.
You got me upset.
But listen, I mean, you threw out, that's fair. You threw one at me, but I threw Farnsworth and right back at you. And you can say anything you want.
No, I know, but I just think you need to be more tempered sometimes of what you say because, obviously,
But I'm being fair. I'm not waiting till Lord Lytle is bad. I'm telling you right now that he's not a good pitcher. I'm telling you right this second. Not when he's bad. I'm telling you right now.
I hope he's going to be fine for us. I really do. And I was not lying. As you would presume that I was doing when I said that deal does not happen. I needed to strengthen the starting staff. I needed to get something better than what I was doing. Our assessment was that he can be better than what we were doing. We'll see. We'll prove it out. I don't know. But that's my thought. These are the tough decisions that you have to make as a general manager here, and I'm prepared to make those and play it out, and then you get judged by the results. I'm not saying it's going to work. I'm not promising that. I'm not saying that we're separating ourselves from the pack. I'm not guaranteeing a world championship here, but I guarantee that I'm trying like heck to
Nobody denied that. Nobody denied that. I would have done the same thing.
I know, but I also got to defend our players. I got to defend our players because I can't let anybody trash anybody because these are my guys and I'm going with them.
I understand that. I mean, Lytle will disappoint you. We'll see who turns out to be right. I mean, you were right on Wong. Wong's better than I thought. You're right on that one. Now,